It's week 4 of the 2027 season, and our focus is on the Lions' sure-handed wide receiver. He had a touchdown last week, the cherry on top of a ton of yardage. It's the Lions and the Vikings, and it kicks off.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
But we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He targets Ingram for another grab. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The Vikings send out their punter. They'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Lions. Their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other 2/3, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams, they'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Going again on the ground here with Hill. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The Lions are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
They talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. The numbers for Ayuk a week ago. 6 catches, 73 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit. And this is a guy.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They push him back 8 yards and time on second down. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Okay, ready?
They'll start the drive with Hill. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. Here's 2nd and 8. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
He's going to field this at the 4. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On second down, Cook. And he's got some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. They blitz defensively.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's Chris Olave. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he's going to have a Lions first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 41-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And able to find Allen Lazard. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, it's Hill. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. After one, it's 9-0. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. And he's caught on the sideline. He's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
On the coverage defensively.
And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. And they'll remain 2 scores back as this holds at a 9-point advantage. So a frustrating result. It's a 10-play drive, but it yields nothing on the scoreboard.
And to get off the field there without giving up points, that's a big win defensively.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. So not only did they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game?
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. They run the counter with Cook. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, Vikings! Brandon Ayuk. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Underneath here to Hill. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the 1st half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
That's good. For the Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
He'll buy some time right. He finds his man complete. It's Sharp. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll look to throw again. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Sharp. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for them, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
He's going to try and go deep again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They'll try and throw for it here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the
touchdown. Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown here in this first. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
2nd and 6. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the... It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
He's to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run off tackle right with Hill. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Pratt. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Pratt. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Isaiah Simmons in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Lewis Cine, and the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second and 3. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Up the middle, it's Cook. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll look to throw.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the 3rd quarter here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him
Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore, because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Second and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw.
Slant pass complete to Olave. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
That's good for the Lions. First down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
That's Olave bringing in another one. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll look to throw again. And in for the Lions touchdown. Allen Lazard, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now at Ford Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Sharp. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. Back to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one match.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Well, I don't know about you, CD, but I did not see this coming. What a comeback to make this a game again.
I'm with you on that one because I didn't see it as well. You just think about the momentum swings we've seen so far. This game should have been over. Should have been done and dusted. But this is why you can never take anything for granted in this great game of football.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
So far he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Well, they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense so far on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now back to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there.
out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So out now come the Lions.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little...
Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth.
They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right? And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. But we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Hill one more time. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A handoff running left. It's Hill. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A give up the gut to Hill. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. The slot man in motion right. And once again, Hill, he's been busy. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Well, what a thrilling fourth quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change.
2.